し、すいません。もう近くまで来てると思うんですけど、道に迷ってしまって。今家を出たところなの？あとどれぐらいでこちらに着くんだよ。もしもし、今日は帰りが遅くなりそうだから用意はしなくていいからね。もしもし、すいません。もう近くまで来てると思うんですけど、道に迷ってしまって。
ありがとうございました。
今家を出たとこなの？あとどれぐらいでこちらに着くんだよ。
Yo. Got a message for you from Kuroiwa. Says to drop by the Tokyo Public Prosecutor's office. Izumida's waiting for you.
Why'd you have to come here to tell me that? Would have been easier to talk on the phone.
I got a bad feeling about all this.
Huh?
Feels like I'm never gonna see you again if you get yourself locked up now.
Come on, don't be like that. Even if I do get arrested, I won't say a word about your little side job. That's what you're worried about, right?
Yep. I might have to send someone to bump you off in prison if you rat me out.
Like you could pull that off. Aren't you busy dusting off Kuroiwa's boots?
I'm laying low, that's all.
Speaking of, I have a question for you now that you're off your leash. Why do they think I killed Shintani? They have to have a reason, right? You've gotta know.
Well, funny enough, I don't. Kuroiwa won't share a shred of info with anyone but his closest partners. Not sure why.
Gotcha. Yeah, I know. You asked for it. Really, guys? Guess we're doing this. And stay down.
八神さん。
どちらまで行かれますか？それでは出発いたします。
I've been waiting for you, Yagami-san.
Rolling out the red carpet, huh?
Izumida was hoping you'd lower your guard if I was the first person you saw here.
The man never changes. He loves his mind games.
Yagami-kun, how did they convince you to come?
I heard your pal Izumida wants to chat. And depending on what I say, he may or may not try to arrest me.
I'm not sure it'll be quite like that.
Huh? Then what's it gonna be?
Well, you're about to get thrown to the wolves.
Hey, Mafuyu.
Good luck. Excuse me. I've brought Yagami-san.
Much appreciated.
Huh. Even the chief prosecutor's in on this.
Please come in.
So these are the wolves. A room full of prosecutors, huh?
Yagami-sensei, I believe Kuroiwa-san already told you this, but we want to talk to you about Shintani-sensei's murder. However, this is not a courtroom. And we're not strangers, or wolves. Just try to relax.
Yeah, relaxed, right. I'm not telling you what you want to hear, though. You want me to say I killed Shintani, right? Sorry, not happening. The burden of proof's on you, anyway. So why don't we start there? Why do you think I did it?
Yagami-sensei, where were you on the night of Shintani-sensei's murder?
Answer my question with another question? That's not very nice.
Do you have an alibi for that evening?
You heard of a company called KJ Art? The place is a front for some Kansai Yakuza, the Kyorei clan. On the night of the crime, I was near there with their captain, Shioya. He'll back my story up, I'm sure.
And care to explain why Shintani-sensei's corpse was found in your office?
I was hoping you could tell me. Maybe the real killer could answer that for you.
Naturally. That's why I called you here.
Mind if I interject?
Go right ahead, Morita-san.
Yagami-san, you stole a look at Shintani-sensei's call history before the police arrived, yes? Not long before his death, he placed a call to the Advanced Drug Development Center. Knowing that, you barged into the center and interrogated both Kido-san and Shono-san. Why would you do such a thing?
I wanted to figure out what made Shintani a target, who wanted him dead.
Is that not the police's job?
I couldn't leave it to them, or the prosecution. After all, you guys have a bad habit of going after the wrong guy. Kinda like right now.
I see. So you mean to imply someone else killed Shintani-sensei? Do you have anything that could prove that claim?
That's the only reason I'm here.
Oh, how responsible of you.
The prosecution's proven unreliable, after all. I've been working my ass off because of you guys. Now, can we begin?
Yes, you have the floor, Yagami.
Before we get to Shintani's murder, there are a few things I need to cover. 1 year ago, the ADDC published a research paper on a new drug they were developing called 89. This drug has gained global recognition as the thing that may finally cure Alzheimer's disease. What hasn't gained recognition is the fact that someone from the ADDC was murdered 6 months ago.
An ADDC member murdered? Who?
The vice director, Toru Hashiki. Hashiki was seen arguing with a strange man in Kamurocho before being found lying beaten in the street. He died in the hospital 3 weeks later. The culprit is still at large. Did you know of this case?
It's the first I've heard of it.
Understandable. It didn't make many headlines. Incidentally, this Hashki guy had a pretty big secret.
Uh-huh.
Turns out he was working for the KaijuForceNeo group, a massive construction company based out of Kansai. KaijuForceNeo was planning to redevelop the land the ADDC sits on. He'd already settled it with the Minister of Health, had the Kyorei clan muscle in on the turf too. But the plan fell apart when 89 was announced. KaijuForceNeo ended up taking a pretty big hit, to the tune of 100 billion yen.
What?
That's when Hashki came in, swearing to KaijuForceNeo that he'd scuttle 89, no matter what it took. Just before he was beaten half to death, Hashki went out with another member of the ADDC. Someone deeply involved in the development of 89. Someone he thought he could manipulate. I'm sure you recognize this man, Izumida-san. 3 years ago, he testified about the murder that had taken place at the ADDC. He claimed he had seen the victim, a patient by the name of Waku, still alive.
I remember him. You're referring to Dr. Shono.
Mm-hmm. He's also the head of the 89 research team. Hashki was grilling Shono, convinced that there was something fishy going on with 89.
Like what?
He thought they had fabricated data and falsified the effects of the drug. After all, it wasn't until rumors of closing the ADDC started swirling that Director Kido suddenly announced 89. Hashki was convinced it was all too convenient to be coincidence. But that doubt didn't sit well with those who stood to rake in massive profits off 89's development.
Are you implying Hashki's murder was premeditated?
Sounds like we're finally on the same page, Izumida-san. I had the exact same thought. Taking all this into account, doesn't it seem like there really is something fishy about 89? But let's get back to Shintani. Just before he was murdered, he called the ADDC and tried to get in touch with a very specific someone. Maybe that phone call provoked whoever is trying to hide the truth about 89. Shintani was an obstacle, just like Hashki. He had to be removed. What I'm saying is, there's a chance anyone who gets too close to learning the true nature of 89 is being murdered. And if you haven't investigated down that path, then one thing's pretty clear. You have a lot more work to do before you can arrest me, wouldn't you say? Answer me, Izumida! If you still want to bring me in, let's see some proof. All these prosecutors, and nobody's got any proof.
That's quite a theory, Yagami-san. Truly fascinating. There were details in there even we weren't aware of. You've clearly done your homework.
I'd be glad to hand over my findings if it'll help. After all, 89's practically a household name at this point. Lifting the lid on him might be too much for me to handle all on my own. And besides, I think I'd rather work with you than Izumida here.
You need to lose the attitude, Yagami.
Sorry, I need to take this. Yes, hello? Is that so? Yes, you've done excellent work. Thank you. Just so you're aware, the prosecution has made a coordinated effort with law enforcement. We've already submitted a request for the court to issue a warrant. I'm sorry for the call, but that was the verification of our request, you see.
You're still gonna arrest me after all this, huh?
Fortunately, you're not the one under arrest.
What?
I wouldn't celebrate. We're not done with you just yet. It's in the interest of closing the case.
Listen here, Yagami. You know who Shintani's killer was? It's your old friend, Ayabe.
What?
Striations on the recovered bullet are a perfect match to his firearm. There's no doubt. He's the one. Like it or not, he's going down.
In the roaring din of the city, the death of the ADDC's vice director hardly made a sound. Behind his death are the vast profits of the AD9 drug. Yagami arrives at the possibility that all the deaths were premeditated. But the prosecution's eye for such detail is wanting, and Detective Ayabe is indicted for Shintani's murder.
Striations on the recovered bullet are a perfect match to his firearm. There's no doubt. He's the one. Like it or not, he's going down.
Apologies for keeping you in the dark. It was imperative for Ayabe to be completely oblivious to our suspicions of him, after all. This is a murder charge against an active officer. To put it plainly, it takes more effort to actually make an arrest. So, we had to pretend you were our primary suspect.
You and Ayabe have gotten to be pretty cozy these days. Suspecting you was the perfect way to divert his attention.
I see. So this was all some kind of act?
An act? Not at all, I assure you. And I believe you should know, we're aware of Ayabe's side job. Ayabe was an informant, a spy. He was selling police intel on the black market. We plan to investigate those transactions thoroughly, Yagami-san. And so, it wouldn't surprise me in the slightest if we see you again in the near future.
Speak of the devil, we were just talking about you, Ayabe-san.
Listen, Yagami, you gotta help. Someone set me up. They're saying I killed Shintani. Me.
Uh-huh.
You're not surprised?
Not quite, already heard. I'm sitting here with the prosecution as we speak.
Huh?
Yeah. They're looking right at me.
Please, Yagami, you have to take my case. I don't know where else to turn.
Okay. I'll do it. It's only fair after all you've done. We can talk more later. I'll be there soon. So, I'll see you in court then. Who do you have on the job? Izumida?
Should be a good time.
Someone is using you, prosecutor. No matter who that person is, I'm not losing. So that's the story, Kenda-sensei. We're gonna take the case.
Of course we are. Anyway, you're gonna go talk to Ayabe, right? I'll send Hoshino-kun along.
Yep, I'm heading over right now.
I've been waiting for you, Yagami-san. We can go see Ayabe whenever you want. We'll just need to grab a taxi to get there.
An on-duty detective arrested for murder. Now this is a shock.
Try not to look so happy about it then.
This is Hoshino-sensei from the Genda Law Office. He's young, but he's reliable.
Oh, here I thought the great Takayuki Yagami would represent me.
It's been years since I defended someone in court. I'll still be gathering all the evidence, though. Don't worry, it worked for Hamura.
I'm Hoshino. I'll do whatever it takes to clear your name.
You sure, kid? Shintani was practically your boss, huh? If I'm really the killer...
Well, I mean, you're not the killer, right? He's not the killer, is he?
Probably not.
What do you mean, probably?
I hear your gun's the one Shintani was murdered with.
Yep. Apparently the rifling on the bullet matched.
What's rifling again?
Really?
Sorry.
So, guns have these spiral-shaped grooves on the inside of the barrel to stabilize the bullet's trajectory. These grooves are called the rifling, and leave a mark on the bullet itself.
Whoa.
Now, the rifling's slightly different on every gun. Kinda like its fingerprints. And apparently, the marks on the bullet that killed Shintani matched my gun's rifling.
So your gun must have killed Shintani-sensei?
Yeah. It was the murder weapon, for sure. So, someone used my gun to commit the crime, and I'm being set up.
But how?
You remember the day he died? We were having a nice stiff drink at Tender. You, me, and Kaito.
Yeah, I remember. That was my first time meeting Kuroiwa.
I hung around after you guys beat it. Wasn't a while till I decided to go home. Thing is, I don't remember what happened next.
Huh?
Someone smacked me in the back of the head. Crept up so I couldn't see him.
You got ambushed? Where was this?
Close to the bar, I bet. But I'm not sure. It all happened so damn fast.
Some great detective work there.
What do you expect? Whoever knocked me out moved me, too. That just fucks with things even more.
Moved you to where?
Random bench, over in the Kamurocho Children's Park. Not a soul around when I came to.
That's a ways from Tender. They must have taken you in a car. How long were you out for?
Hour or so, tops. But as I found out later, that hour's when Shintani was murdered. With my fucking gun.
So the real killer still has your gun?
No. It was in its holster when I woke up.
Wait, what?
Whoever attacked me took my gun, murdered Shintani, then put it back where they found it, all within the course of an hour.
So the only thing missing was a bullet?
Not even that, if you'd believe it. They got rid of any sign it had ever been used.
Maybe if we look at the bullet from Shintani's body...
Not gonna happen. Nothing spectacular about a single bullet.
By the way, did you tell anyone you got attacked?
Nope. I mean, nothing even got stolen. Reporting it just would have put me in more trouble.
Don't want to draw attention to your side job, huh? Sucks being a dirty cop. A real detective could have reported it.
Ah. Can't argue there.
The culprit must have been counting on that, though. They went after you specifically because they knew you wouldn't make a big deal out of it.
So it was all planned?
Planned or not, the bullet that killed Shintani ended up with your gun's rifling marks on it. There's no denying that.
Yep. I only found out when they hauled me in, though. No surprise they suspect me. There's no reason not to at this point. But none of my coworkers said a damn word. Hey, you know how Kuroi has been dragging me all over town with him? He probably just wanted to make sure I didn't skip town. Only just realized that now.
What did you say as your alibi? You were knocked out in the park?
Not a very believable story.
Come on, you and I both know I didn't kill him. Somebody's pinning it on me. What do you say, Yagami? You think I got a chance?
You'll be just fine.
Guess that was a dumb question. Nobody's gonna tell a guy his head's on the chopping block.
Listen up, Hoshino-kun. Ayabe was set up by whoever killed Shintani. That's what we've got to work to prove.
You really trust Ayabe-san? What if he's lying to us?
He might be a dark stain on the force, but he's a decent guy. Smart, too. He wouldn't kill, especially not with his own gun. Someone else did this.
You think it's the mole?
That's the most obvious suspect. Let's start by talking to someone close to the case. I've got a guy in mind.
Which would be... Oh, Captain Hamura.
Mm-hmm.
But nobody knows where he is, right?
That's true. I wonder what Matsugane-san's thoughts are, though. If anyone's gonna know where to find Hamura, it's him.
Good. Well, I'll head back to the office then. I should tell Genda-sensei what we learned.
You don't give up, do you? And stay down.
Yagami-san, I don't know what you want, but I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
Sorry, but I need to talk to Matsugane-san.
you, he's not here! Told you, he's not. Guess we're doing this. Really, guys?
Looking for Higashi, Aniki? He's back in his office.
What do you want? Sticking your nose where it doesn't belong again?
I need to know where Hamura is.
Still hiding. Not a clue where.
What about Matsugane-san? Is he back at the office?
Use your head, Tak. No way he's gonna stick around there.
Kaito-san.
Hamura and the boss are in the same boat. Those Kyorei assholes would hunt him down in an instant if they were easy to track.
Exactly. Wherever they are now, they're safe. No idea where that'd be, though.
Can't you at least get in touch with them? Just say we want to have a few words.
I can try. I'll let you know once I figure shit out. You know how to pick up a phone, yeah?
Yeah, thanks.
Hoshino-kun told me about Ayabe. Said the mole framed him. Guess he's really behind all of this.
Yep. Which brings us right back to Hamura. We'll start from him and go from there. Plain and simple.
Let's just hope Matsugane-san knows where he is.
Well, no point worrying about that until Higashi gets back to us.
Let's hit it. Take it easy. Keep up, huh?
What a waste.
Let's roll, Talk. Wait up, Talk.
Here we go. All right.
Let's roll, Talk.
And stay down.
Let's hit it.
Hello?
Yo, it's Higashi.
Hey, any word from Matsugane-san? What'd he say?
Meet at a restaurant called Kamuroki Kanoya. A ways out of the city. Take a cab. Boss is already there.
Got it. Thanks, Higashi.
Don't keep him waiting.
Matsugane-san, our guests have arrived.
Good.
Please, take a seat.
It's been some time, Tuck. And you I haven't seen since your expulsion.
Yes, sir.
Matsugane-san, I'm sure Higashi mentioned this, but I want to ask you directly.
Come now. Let's at least have a drink first, huh?
If you say so.
Here.
Place is pretty fancy.
It's been a while since the three of us drank. But Tuck, I have a favor to ask. You need to stay away from Hamura.
What?
This family is nothing without him. Well, he's the only thing keeping us afloat.
Yeah, you told me that already. Where is he?
I don't know. He has no reason to keep me informed of his every move.
Then why did you call us here? We didn't need to come all this way if that's all you had to tell us.
Boys!
Boss? I don't understand.
My boy, you need to stay away from Hamura.
The mole's my top priority now. And Hamura's the only person I can ask.
Don't you understand? Hamura's been compromised. Him and that mole you're chasing, they're in this together. Time to let it go.
What if I say no?
I couldn't tell you what might happen.
He's dangerous.
What do you mean he's dangerous? If you can't tell me that, why should I stop?
Amara, the boy has money on his side, and a lot of it. And I don't know who he gets it from. I suggest you don't push the matter. But if you really want to put yourself in harm's way, then let me be the one to do it. At least then you'll make it out alive.
You'd do that?
You know, you and Kaito, well, I've always tried to keep you two kids safe. All this time, I've never asked for anything in return. But here we are. This is the only thing that I'll ever ask of you. Abandon this pursuit of the mole. If you've ever held a shred of regard for me, then heed this one request.
I'm not turning back. The risk doesn't matter anymore. Okubo, the mole, the ADDC, it all connects. This isn't about what regard I have for you. I won't stop.
Then I'm sorry.
Boss. I've always looked up to you. And good Yakuza don't disobey. But now... I'm in Yagami's corner, damn it.
Yes, that you are.
Matsugane-san.
Higashi.
Sir.
Pick your side. I've had enough. You're Matsugane, are you not?
I am, boss.
Prove it, then.
Bad luck, dude. Guess we're doing this, huh? Not like we got a choice. And now that we're up against the wall, you're just gonna have to do it. Let's see what you've got!
I'm sure he's gonna be just fine.
Time to die!
Enough of this shit!